Welcome to another episode of the Film Room, and today we're going to take a look at Michigan defensive tackle Kenneth Grant. Here is a massive man, 6'3", 339 pounds, along with Mason Graham. He's been holding down the middle of this Michigan Wolverine defense for the past couple years and make it practically impenetrable. So if you're not familiar with what I do in these videos, I like to take clips, and so in this case, I'm looking at his games against Michigan, or against Texas, and USC to kind of showcase, highlight the type of player that he is, what he could bring to the NFL, what his role might be. So with whatever team ends up drafting him, what are you getting with Kenneth Grant as your defensive tackle? So I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get into the tape. At his heart, Kenneth Grant is got the potential to be a very good run-stuffing defensive tackle in the NFL. Being 6'3", 339 pounds, he's got the body to do so. Here against Texas, he's lined up just a shade inside the left guard, and at the snap, he's going to take on this center and stand him up, and then just break free, use a little bit of a little inside move to make that tackle. And it just shows his strength to anchor in against especially a one-on-one block. But then not only can he anchor and clog up holes, he can do a little bit of swim move to get off, use that strength to get off this block and go and stuff the run. We see another example of that against USC. This time he's up on just same position, just on the right guard here. Same thing, going to take on this guard, trying to push him down the line. Just once again, uses that quick swim move, and then, the linebacker ends up making the tackle here, but he's right there to get free from his defender or his lineman, and he's right in a position to help make this tackle and stuff the inside run. Just not only does he have the power, he's got that little bit of quickness, that burst to be able to get off blocks and to be able to affect and stop that inside run. Now, Kenneth Grant's much more than just that physical, that big body guy that's going to two-gap and clog up the run. As I kind of showed you with that last clip, he's got the quickness to be able to make plays inside. So here against USC, he's lined up, essentially head up on the right guard. And at this snap, he's going to just do a quick spin move or a swim move to blow past him and then chase down this running back from behind. And a guy at his size, you don't see this too often. Being able to move that quick and chase down a running back who's essentially moving downhill. But Kenneth Grant shows that, hey, I've got the quickness, I've got that burst, that I can go and make these plays. We see another example of that here once again against USC. He's lined up at the zero technique, head up on the center. And he's just going to use his quickness. He's going to use his strength to just kind of bounce off different linemen to help clog up the run. And number 0 was able to come off the edge and make this tackle. But if we watch Grant inside, he swim move to get off the center. Okay, comes free, bounces off this guy, and he's right in a position to clog. Yes, number 0 got the tackle for loss. Yes, this other guy, number 1 over here, stopped the running back from going outside. But Kenneth Grant's work in the interior, his effort, his strength, his quickness made it so that this running back could not get back upfield. He could not redirect up the field and get yardage. Now, one thing you always have to look for with your defensive tackles is, can they rush the passer? So as we transition to looking at him as a pass rusher, we could see a lot of the same things that we saw with him as a run defender. So here he is against USC, looking like the one technique right here. And he's going to do a nice little swim. I wouldn't call that a swim, a little swat. Swat, lateral, and just gets into the quarterback. This is supposed to be a screen, but that center just can't hold him. He had that quick lateral, kind of pushing him away, and he's able to get into Miller Moss's face so quick that he has to just burn the ball, and had no chance of a completion because of Kenneth Grant's just quickness and that lateral move just to get into the backfield. And then in this play, we see Grant end up getting a sack, zero technique, head up on the center. He's just going to slant to the outside and just use his leverage to just kind of hold the point. And then when he sees the quarterback coming out, he just extends forward and gets the sack. And so he's not going to, because he doesn't have elite quickness, elite lateral agility, he's got enough of both of those. He's not going to be a guy that's going to get a lot of sacks, but because he has strength, because he has enough burst, because he can move enough laterally, we're going to see him get sacks like this where his teammates push the quarterback right into him, and he's able to clean it up. Here against Texas, we see him at the zero technique again, and what I love here is the club. He slants out to meet up with the left guard, just a little club to knock him inside, get a little inside leverage, knock him outside to get inside leverage. And then I just love the hustle down here. Wasn't going to get the sack. Don't know if he didn't even force him to throw it here, but you see the hand move, the pass rushing move, and then the hustle, the motor, the effort, whatever you want to call it, to get outside. And in case Ewers was going to try and run, he was in a good position right here where he was going to be able to make a play on the ball. And then finally here, what I like is, Grant's over here on the right guard. Even he's not going to get home a lot. Let's be real. He's more of a run defender. He's got some ability to get some sacks here and there. But even when he can't get there, so he gets slants inside, left guard and center pick him up. But he's not going to quit. He's got the motor. He's got the effort to keep going. He's moving to his right, and then he's able to get up, get a hand on the ball, and affect the pass there. So high effort guy, good strength, a lot what you like out of a defensive tackle. There is a lot to like about Kenneth Grant as it relates to him being a 2025 NFL draft prospect. I think you're getting a good to elite level run defender, I should say. He's got the strength to hold the point of attack. I think he can play in a two-gap system where he's holding that point of attack. I think he could play in a one-gap where he's looking to get a little bit of pressure. He's got a guy that can hold a point of attack against a double team, and I think that'll be very valuable to him. Now, if you're looking at Grant to be a high-level NFL draft prospect, I think you're going to be a little bit disappointed. He doesn't have that pass-rushing upside. He's got the ability. He's going to get some sacks, but he's not going to be a double-digit sack guy, which most defensive tackles aren't anyway. He's going to be, especially early on, early down run defender, and a guy that's going to come in and play that important role, and there's a big need for that. But I don't think that's going to translate to being a top 25 draft pick and might not even make him a first-round draft pick. But I think he is a very good player, a very good prospect, a team looking to improve their run defense and needing that defensive tackle, that nose tackle. I think they're going to be very happy and very interested in Kenneth Grant, and I think that's kind of where he ends up going in that 2025 NFL draft is that kind of second round. He might be a top 50 player. Heck, he knows. He could slide into the first round. It wouldn't shock me. That's not where I think he's going to end up going. All right, that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode of The Film Room. If you liked this episode, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for the notifications. We'll let you know whenever I put out a new video. If you like these videos, there's plenty more out there, plenty more to come. Make sure you follow me on social media. No matter where you do your social media, you can find my information there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time.